Welcome to the United Show. And today we are talking about the reaction to the Newcastle United versus Manchester United 1-1 draw. And today I'm joined by Hakeem, none other than Hakeem, to chew the fat on that one. Hakeem, how you doing?
I am, well, depressed actually, but apart from that, I'm all right.
Oh my goodness me. Well, you can give your little bit of a brief on what you thought of the game. I'll give mine. Then we'll go through the ratings as well. Guys, make sure everybody watching in, make sure you put in the comments. I've got to be reading everything out. So keep saying everything that you think. Hakeem, take it away. What do you think of today's game?
I'm going to try and take a few positives out of it. So the only positive I can take out of it is that he changed the formation at half time. I think the formation to start with was a bit strange, and Neville was saying exactly the same thing. Didn't really have the width, but every single player just looked, I don't know, I can't even say rusty. You know, Maguire and Varane were the reason why we conceded. They looked terrible. We were getting no service up front. To be fair, I think that Rashford should have come off rather than Mason Greenwood. I think I didn't see Rashford do anything all game. He had a horror show. He stayed on. To be fair, I think the substitutions made at half time were right, but then and we played a bit better, but we couldn't play any worse. But what I couldn't understand is when he brought Matic on, what does Donny van der Beek have to do to get a game? He's taken off Fred. All right, fair enough, because he wants to play. He wants to play Fernandes. He wants to bring some strikers on. But then he takes off McTominay. And I'm thinking, why have you brought on Matic? The man's legs are gone. He's not going to give you anything. So I'm baffled. Absolutely baffled. 1-1 is actually unjust on Newcastle. Newcastle should have battered us. We were terrible. Yeah. We were absolutely shocking. I've never seen anything like it. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, mate. I'm watching the game, yeah. I'm just going to give a little piece on what I thought. Look, the game starts and Maguire gives a ball away. Then Varane gives a ball away. Then he gets cement-legged by flipping St. Maximin. St. Maximin, he's telling, if you notice, he was telling Delo, go down the line, go down the line.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he will cut off the inside. Then he went down the line.
Yeah.
Who does that? Who goes down the line and stretches his leg out so much that he can't move no more?
Your mate.
Oh my goodness me. Then we're playing and I'm like, we got no width. We actually got no width. Rashford ain't doing nothing on the right. Doing on the right. I'm sure someone should have told Ragnick, listen, don't ever play Rashford on the right because he just don't do anything on the right. So just sit him down on the bench if you're going to put him on the right.
Yeah.
We just don't move the ball. Why is it that we got to stand still? Why is it that our defenders are standing on the ball for 5 seconds? I don't understand this football. I'm watching Man Cities of this world, and they're just passing it, moving it. The reason why they're moving it is to move to the midfield, and the attackers move their players around. We hold on to the ball for 10 seconds each man. It's like they've been told, make sure you don't pass it until you controlled it and had it for 5 seconds. I don't get it. And then I was like, we're not going to win this game. Because we're just not playing any football whatsoever. There's no movement. Rashford's playing pants. Everyone's playing pants. Bruno was playing pants.
Oh.
Cristiano's not. He's so upset because there's so simple balls sometimes that you can get to him, and he's just never going to get them. And he's like, I got no chance with this team here. You could see it in his mind. I got no chance. That was poor. Okay, he changes it second half. And I was happy that Bruno dropped deeper and was in the middle too in the end, because it just meant that he has to then make sure he passes the ball well and keeps it. And then we have more chance to bring Sancho comes on and starts trying to do bits. And that was a little bit of nice stuff from him. But it wasn't enough. It was crying out for Van der Beek to get the ball moving left, right. Give me the ball. Yeah, pop it, get it back, pop it, get it back. Move, put someone in. That's what you need. You don't pop it, get it back and stand there, Maguire. Who's on? It's nonsense, mate. It's nonsense. Let's quickly take a look at what these guys are saying on the side, and then we'll go through the ratings. We've got our very first ranking. Love it, Bobby. Disgraceful performance from which King Eric says. Absolutely right. That's the worst performance I've seen United play in a very long time. Premiership, too big for Ragnick. I think it's a bit of that, to be fair. King Dennis DeLorman, he says, told you Ragnick never managed the top side. Get Poch. Listen, we got to do a lot more than just play the team that he inherited. Now, at the moment, remember, he came into it the last few games, they were winning. So he couldn't really change anything. Now's this time where he says, listen, Maguire, sit down, please. Listen, Fred, sit down, please. I'll play McTominay and Van der Beek, or Fred and Van der Beek, or someone and Van der Beek. Just put him in there. It's going to happen anyway. Anyway, we've got Alamadu Hussein. He said, I hate Maguire with a passion. He's a waste man. It is WASTE for waste man. He ain't got a waste, but yeah, you're right. He is a waste man. He is an absolute. Seriously, I don't like killing people, but seriously, he's not Man United standard. Seriously, he's not. He's nowhere near United standard.
He was quality. He actually played well for Leicester, but since he's been at United, he's been okay. But this season, he can't do anything and it's almost like now he's got in his mind, I've got no pace, so I can't even do anything on the ball. As soon as he gets the ball, he's heading it out, he's panicking, he's giving it away, and you think, what's the matter with you? Just control the ball. You don't have to have loads of pace, but you need to have some composure. He's been, today's performance, it was another horror show in defence. Horrible. Jeez.
Right.
Oh, dear me.
Fred and Mick head need to go away. Yeah, today they were very poor. But we got De Gea. The only reason why we ain't struggling a struggling championship team. I think that's a bit far, but seriously, we would have lost that game if De Gea wasn't in goal again. Great save against Almiron as well. Great save against St. Max. Lucky that he didn't see that, because he thought Varane was going to get that, and he just put his leg out anyway, and that's why he didn't get a clean shot on it.
And Varane should have got it.
Yeah, he should have got it. I don't know why his leg couldn't get there. He looks like he's an injured man running, Like when he runs, he looks like he's ready to pull a hammy every time he runs.
He does.
He looks... I'm like, uh-oh, you're injured, mate. You're going to be injured. So anyway, get Ollie back, Ragnick.
The thing is, I have to give... I'm not going to abuse Varane because it's like his first game back. We've been playing shots, new manager, new formation. So you have to give him a couple of games before you start lambasting.
Exactly.
Maguire, on the other hand, he hasn't played well all season. He hasn't played well all season at all. Shocker.
Yeah, Maguire's been weak. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Your answer is get Ollie back. Really? Half what you're saying. We were really poor tonight. A lot of these put themselves. They really, really do. We are not Man United level. Stockholm Syndrome liberties. Poor team selection. Ragnick lost. Get out of my club. Wow. Ooh la la. Cantona saying get him out quick. Listen, he made changes quickly. Half time, Cavani comes on and bangs. So he did well. Sancho comes on and plays well. Matic came on. It was better than them two in midfield, even though he didn't have enough time, but he still was better than them two. King Eric, what positive did you see? Ooh la la. So now Ole is gone. It's the players. Seriously, it's getting the right formation for this team, making sure he got time to show what he's doing yet. I think he needs obviously time to implement his way of playing, and he's gonna roast these players. But what I'm thinking is he wanted to make sure that no one's got something bad to say about him, because when you come in, you have to pick the team that was just won, and then you got to change it. Like, so now I want you to do this. Can you guys last game for me? Can you guys play the football I want to play? All right, we win the next game. Okay, I'll give you another chance to play the football I want you to play. All right, you win and scrape a 1-0 win against Norwich. Can you do it again? We still need to see that improvement. Now we're drawing. Now we're faltering. Now he can say, right, listen, I've given you your chance. You couldn't do what I wanted. Now this is going to happen different. What do you think, Hakeem, on that one?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think, Ollie had 3 years and the players weren't performing, and they're all Ollie's players. You've got a new guy come in. You've won 3 games. You've drawn 1, so he still hasn't lost a game. So that's the point. very poor performances, no doubt about it. But as you said, 4, 5, 6 games in, if we're still playing like this, you can then say, right, he's not having an impact. You can't start lambasting a guy after 2 or 3 games because, not only he didn't have 2 or 3 3 or 4 games, they've had COVID. So, yeah, he's been training, but they've had COVID, so they've not had any competitive football for 16 days.
Exactly.
So, it's a collective thing. But if you look at that team, and the same thing goes for Ollie, if you've got somebody who's giving the ball away 5 yards, you can't blame the manager for that. Now, You can blame the manager for leaving him on, which he didn't because he took Fred off. You can blame the manager for leaving on someone who's not tracking back. He didn't. He took Mason off and he made some changes immediately and it had an impact. So that's it. Yeah. That to me, and I'm not going to slag Ollie off, but that's the difference because Ollie wouldn't have changed it. He'd have waited to like 85 minutes before he changed anything. Rangnick saw when we're not playing well, we're not getting any width. He changed it. He put some width on, and we played better second half. I'm not saying it was good because we shouldn't have been where we were in the first place, but it's about changing it. I think you're right. You've got to give the players something because you're like, hang on. Well, we've won since I come in. You've won what 4, not 3 on the bounce. So I have to give you a chance. But the thing I like about him, he gave Wan-Bissaka a chance. Didn't play. He took him off. Yeah. That was it. Everyone's talking about, Mason's phenomenal, this, that, the other. And I think he is. He didn't have a good game. He took him off. He didn't take Rashford off for some reason. But anyway, he took him off.
I would have Rashford off first.
That's what I want to see. I want to see people actually being held accountable when they're not delivering. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. Yeah. So I don't think you can do any more than that. And then we see in the next few games, right, what happens next. Are you really going to make the significant changes? And then we'll see it.
Yeah. And then that's really about can the current squad actually produce what he wants as well? Because that'll be the telling point as well. Through the whole pool of players, who in there can do the job? And I'm quite sure Van der Beek can definitely do the job in middle. And that's why we have this little quote here. Is it time to start asking what he's doing in training? No, it's not. Not yet. I like just Hakeem just said and I've said, it's all about who's been doing well so far. He'll get his chance now. I'll get a real chance. Poch is a long term. We'll see. That's exactly what I was thinking, KS1. What is VDB up to, which keeps him on the bench? You never know. Not all about Harry. Rashford is playing worse. Rashford was so poor. Very, very poor. I was so not happy with Rashford. I don't even know where to play him. Like, at the moment, I wouldn't start him. Ever. At the moment, he'd be on a bench. He'd be on a bench all day. It probably wouldn't even be on a bench because I put Martial ahead of him at the moment.
All right, steady on. Let's not get carried away.
I'm telling you, Martial up front or Rashford up front. I'll be playing Martial right now.
I don't like Rashford. I don't like Martial at all, but I would put anybody ahead of Rashford. I haven't seen Rashford have a good game all season. He stopped running at players. He gets the ball, he just stops. He doesn't get the amount of headers that go, the amount of balls that go up, and he just stands there waiting for the ball to come. He gets beaten all the time. He was nutmegged by about 3 different players. It was just ridiculous. You're thinking, what are you doing? Have some pride. Have some professional pride. Get stuck in. I couldn't believe what I was watching, actually. It's horrible.
It's poor.
I don't know what's going on.
How are you not? Let's quickly get through these. I think a lot of people are trying to write. So I'm going to quickly spin through these, and then we'll go through the stats. On the player ratings. How are we not scoring more than 1 pass? 2 is ridiculous. We're just poor. Rashford is thinking out the place, 100%. No positives. Damn right. Sancho looked pretty good when he came on, 100%. I'm not giving Rangnick no funds. I am. I see at least 5 in the chat talking. All right. Right. Hit that like. Newcastle were not in any danger. Damn right. They had better chances, mate. Once again, they look like the superior team. That's not great news. But one thing that was good is the fullbacks still were okay. We wasn't bad, and we did get a few crosses in that did good. So on that side of things, although they had average games, I'm still happy with the fullback side of things not letting us down while we don't have Shaw and Wan-Bissaka in the team. So that's not bad. No second half of chances. Second half of matches, Ole was always turning us around. That's rubbish. I don't know. He did well at times. Yeah,
he did, but I disagree. But when we say he was turning us around, The players came
He
on.
didn't do much sometimes.
He didn't change any formation. He didn't.
Yeah.
They just started playing better. Yeah, so
Exactly.
he might have. I'm not doubting. He might have motivated them at half time, but it wasn't that you thought, oh, he's changed this formationally, he's changed that tactically. He didn't do anything. They turned it on the second half, and we know they can do it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what he did. He just hoped that they got better. And like this game, he would have just hoped that everything would change second half. He wouldn't have changed much last 10, like you say, last 10 minutes and try and bring on Sancho or something. And it would have probably been too late. Or maybe they would have got better. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a formation of this 4-2-2-2 that might be a bit of a struggle for them at the moment. I don't think Bruno on that left of the two behind is the place anyway for him. It just doesn't seem right. We don't have any width, mate. We just don't have it. So anyway, player rating time.
Oh.
Right, De Gea. What are you telling me? De Gea today. What are you giving him?
I want to give him a 7. I mean, he was by far.
Guess what I've given him?
Yeah.
Giving him a 7 as well. Right, that's not
by
bad. By far our best
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, by far our best player, but he did what he had to do, but you never want to be given your goalkeeper 10 out of 10 because that means we've been peppered.
Yeah.
And he was just like a couple of decent games. The first goal, you're thinking, could he have done something? Probably wasn't expecting Sam Maxima to get through 3 of our defenders. And while he's falling over, bloody embarrassing.
So true. United making relegation teams look like prime Barcelona. It's so true. Watford looked like Barcelona, and now Newcastle have looked like Barcelona. I just can't believe United. Okay, let's move on to Varane. I've already given my thing. I want you to say yours, and then I'll pop mine up straight as you say yours. What do you think Varane got today?
4 out of 10. He can't get any more than 4.
I gave him a 5. Probably. You could have given him a 4. I understand why you gave him a 4, to be fair, because of that mistake where he tried to obviously clear it and then all of a sudden they go and get the goal. It came from the start from his first mistake, but it wasn't a direct mistake that made the goal. I understand that, and it was on halfway line. So I'm not going to give him that much of a problem, but he did give the ball away again, like for no reason. I think that was all down to rustiness there. You can tell that's rustiness because he never does that pressure. So for me, I'm giving him a 5. Harry, Big H, what are you giving him?
2.
Is that fair, though, Hakeem? Is that fair?
No, he stank out the place.
He was poor. He was poor.
I think he was. I can't think of. Bloody hell, that's very generous. I can't think of much he did that was right. I mean, he gave the ball away so many times, and then when you're having a thinker,
he did.
You have to get a feel of the ball, start giving some short passes just to get the confidence. But he was like raining these 50-yard passes, and you're thinking, what are you doing? You haven't got that in your locker, son. Just play some simple balls. Get some confidence.
I know. So I'm going with Maguire 5. You're going with Maguire 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Tellez. What are you telling me, Tellez?
I think Tellez, I think he's about 6. 6. He was solid.
Exactly what I gave him.
Mistakes. Yeah.
I gave him as well. He was pretty solid. Didn't do a lot, but when he put a ball in, it was it's always going to have a bit of quality on it. I love the touch that he had though, because what happened when the ball came over, he touched it nice and he went to cross it, and then the ball came over to Rashford, and then he just touched it so poor. I'm like, oh, Rashi, what are you doing, lad? Where's your tight touch, lad? Where's your running at people? If you're going to be a wide forward, you better start doing more stuff, mate. So he said, if you give Maguire a 2, what are you giving Rashford? We'll come to that in a bit.
Don't you worry about that. Son. I'll tell you what I'm giving him.
He was better than Varane. He was better than Varane. Maguire.
Oh, get lost.
Oh, seriously.
Get lost.
That's Maguire. You know what? Maguire lost the ball as well. In the first minute, the same way Varane lost the ball, but obviously it started from there. And then he got Megs up the place. Maguire took out Sir Maximan on the floor. He's too slow. He was just not good enough. You see, he's just not able to handle the pace of the game. He's just not able. He's not a one-on-one man. He's not a one-on-one man. You can see he's just vulnerable.
He can't do it.
They all want to take him on.
Oh, yeah. And obviously... Harry Beckham. Yeah.
Thank you, Cleetso. Kelletso, Maguire, awful. Tele's got a 4. He looked like Bambi tonight. He hasn't been that bad all season. You're damn right. He wasn't the best, but he always looks like Bambi. So let's get that right. So all right, next one, Dalot. What do you think he got?
I'm giving Dalot. He's got to be a 5/6. I want to give him a 6 because he's probably as good as Tellez. Put a few balls in, didn't really make that many mistakes.
And the goal came from him.
Yeah, and
the goal come from his cross?
What I liked about him is he was run ragged by Sam Maximus, but he just kept going. He didn't sort of like his head didn't go down. He didn't give up. He just kept getting back in there. So yeah, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, to be fair, look, the first cross that came from him where Cavani miskicked it. That was a good ball for him. Then straight away the goal came from his cross as well. Yeah, so if he's not there, we don't draw that game.
Yeah,
simple. That ball don't come from him. And to be fair, okay, they could have he could have stopped one of the crosses, but again, sometimes it happens. Yeah, I'm giving him a 6. So yeah, next man up, Bruno Fernandes. What are you giving him?
5. I think he was bang average, and for him,
I gave him.
It was. I mean, to be fair, the first half he was giving the ball away everywhere. The second half, he at least put his foot on the board, the change his position. He started a few passes through. So yeah, and I think getting back to Rangnick, I think Rangnick, he's trying stuff. He realised it didn't work. He just put Bruno where he should be, and he had a much better second half. So yeah, 5, I think.
Yeah. To be fair, I think he might end up being better in that place because it's like he's doing what Pogba usually does in there. You know, like just like looking for people making the runs and then trying to find them. And now he's actually playing in a position of responsibility to keep the ball, not where you can just give it away willy-nilly. So second half, that's why you saw it. He didn't give the ball away as much and he started looking a lot better. So to be fair, I'm giving him a 5. King Eric gives him a 5. We got them saying Dalot or Araman Bissaka. I'm going Dalot for now. Dalot's definitely ahead of him. King Eric says Bruno got a 3. Oh my gosh. 3.
That is harsh.
Right. Fred. What are you giving Fred? I'll give you what my Fred is. Bam, I'm giving it.
Yeah. I can't. Because the thing is, he's played well in the last few games. And today he was getting about a bit, but he was back to the old Fred. He gave away some shocking balls. You're thinking, what are you doing? And he didn't win. He didn't seem to win anything. Everything that he won is that bobbling around, and he lose it. So yeah, I'd have to say a 4. He's pretty poor. Bruno Box is the boy. Oh dear.
John Joe did have him in his pocket. And McFred are just awful. Wow. They wouldn't even start for Norwich, a combined 3 of them. So 1.5 each. Wow. That's killer.
Hard. That is harsh.
McTominay. I'm going with McTominay getting a 5. Not happy with him.
I think if you give Fred a 4, McTominay wasn't as bad as Fred. He's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I was interested actually because I was looking because people still think, and I did, that McTominay's really young. And I checked it halfway through. He's 25. He's just not going to make it. Yeah, he's not going to make it.
He's 25.
He's not good enough. I was thinking, he's 22.
Like 22.
Yeah, no, at 25, you're not going to make it. He's just not good enough. He hasn't improved. He's gone backward with anything. He needs to go, definitely. He's just not up to the job at all. So yeah, I think a 5.
It might be bad of me, but when he went down injured, I was like, please come off. Can I keep speak on? I was just like, please tell me you're coming off. And it wasn't nice to say, but you know what I mean? It's like, please tell me you're coming off. Fernandes did nothing. Fanboy rating. I didn't give him good rating. We gave him a 5. That's poor. Fernandes got a 5 because first half he was playing like a 4 or maybe even a 3. But then he upped his game a bit and was playing like a 6 second half. So I'll give him a 5. Rashford, what are you giving Rashford? Trashford. I'm actually have to call him Trashford for this game. He was trash.
I'm gonna give him a 1 because I think I gave Pogba a 0 once upon a time. I never got very excited. But no, because there's no way he's getting a 4. I think Rashford was our worst player because he played badly.
The ball away like a maniac, you know.
He played badly in the first half because I think everyone else got better in the second half. than the first. I think Rashford was just poor all the way. And that shot, honestly.
Oh my gosh, the cross! That was a cross, left-footed one.
I don't know what you can say. It was appalling. I'm with you, King Dennis the Lawman. 0-1. Absolutely, exactly. Terrible.
That's disgusting.
Terrible.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
I'll give him I would only go as low as a 3. I can't go lower than a 3. I just can't give him less than a 3. Mason Greenwood.
To be honest, I'm gonna have to give him about 2 because I can't. And the reason I'm saying a 2, I can't remember what he did. I'm not joking it. I just cannot remember him playing. He didn't do anything.
Well, I'm giving him a 5. I'm giving him a 5 because he did try a few things. He nearly found Ronaldo with that ball over the top. He was trying to do little bits. Nothing really came off. That's why he got a 5. But he was still better than Rashford. And he was still better than Bruno. And he was still better than Fred. He was still better than McTominay. He was better than them guys. And he comes off. So, for me, that wasn't too fair. But anyway. So, Cavani comes on. And what do you give Cavani then? He comes on, gets his goal.
I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to give him a 6 because he's obviously scored a goal, but he missed 2 quite. There's about 3. So the first one he missed, which he sort of like kicked against his left leg. Then he had that horrific chip. I don't know, that was like a Fred chip. And then even the goal, he miskicked that. If he'd kicked that cleanly, the defender, he wouldn't have scored. He sliced it, and he went in. So I'm giving him a 6. But he put himself about. But
I think his movement was good.
Yeah.
But I think he had his movement was really good. He was always in the right place when the ball came in the box. He swiped at a chance. It's going to happen when you haven't played for so long as well.
Yeah, true.
He's in the right place at the right time, gets his shot, then it comes back to him. He's able to reply, get his finish, his foot on the ball, get it in the goal. End of the day, goal's a goal. And if he's not on the pitch, we don't get a goal. He looked dangerous. Yeah. Like I say, made some mistakes, but that's always going to happen as a player who's trying to make things happen. And to be fair, if you're playing okay and you got a 7, like little link-up play was good as well, I'm giving him a little bit of a 7. You've got here Ronaldo. What do you think? Ronaldo today.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
We've got Ronaldo.
Because I love him.
We've got Ronaldo.
I think one's harsh, but I'll give him, and it's probably an overrating because it's Ronaldo, but I'll give him a 4. He didn't do anything. He gave the ball away quite a lot as well, actually. Gave the ball away quite a lot. He was like little flips, giving the ball away. And I disagree. I don't think he did. I don't think he looked that old, actually, because if you look at him at the end of it, he was sprinting and chasing down the keeper. And there's no one else.
But still, when he's chasing after a ball that's a little bit too far for him, you think, come on, Ronaldo, come on, lad. You know you're there. You can make that. You used to be able to make them. Anyway, when players that know that play. No, it's nothing he can do about that. It's just he's 36 and he's never going to get there anymore. But Sancho came on, looked all right. I'm going to give him a 6. He linked up well, played balls in. He even set up a pass for Cavani. I think it was on for Cavani as well. And he had them nice quick feet, and he played the ball into Cavani again where he got fouled. He was offside. So he's looking good. He was trying to do things quickly. You're going to get a 6 for that from me. What do you think? 6 as well?
No, I think a 6. I don't think anyone can get any more than that in my view. He came on. He looked more exciting. Yeah. I think he was better in the second half than the beginning because he seemed to warm into it, and then he started taking people on, he was switching feet. He was going past players. He was the only one. I mean, to be honest, I think him and Dallo make a nice little pairing on that right hand side because they can both play football and they can interchange. And I think. Yeah. We need to find that on the left-hand side with Tellez. But 6, I think, for Sancho.
Yeah. And we got the last guy. Matic came on, didn't do much. Didn't have much time to do anything, so I'm going to give him a 5. Not really going to mention anything there. But what do you give Ragnick then? What do you give him Ragnick?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say... I'm probably going to say a 5. Because
exactly
I think...
what I gave him.
Yeah, exactly I think the actual formation was wrong in the first place. But so if he hadn't changed the formation, I'd probably give him lower. But I think the fact he changed it and his changes led to us scoring and we look much better, then you have to say, all right, he made a mistake. He realised he made a mistake and he didn't lose the match at the end of the day. But it wasn't it's not what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see flying wingers, people pressing the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's just we're so
no press yet, is there?
used to doing it. We're just not used to doing it. So he's having a struggle to get them to actually move.
Rangnick too.
Oh,
wow. You know what? Yeah, you know what was weird? Like you said there, the starting lineup, I'm looking at it going, we got no width. And we have to play them. He's going to have to play them boys, but surely he's watching the game going, we got no playmaker in the middle. Like, we got no one who's going to play the ball, move it around and pop it through to the other. So we got a disconnect here. Nothing's going to happen with this team. So I can't wait till this guy decides to, throw Van der Beek in there and say, listen, mate, go and do your job. You know what you can do. No one else can do what you do in this team. Go and do it, lad. So it's 4-2-2-2, ain't working. You're right, but it's about the players. I don't think Rashford can work in this formation. I don't know where he's going to play. I don't know what our best 4-2-2-2 team would be either. And it's definitely not Bruno in behind on the left side.
No, definitely not.
I don't know what it is, but we got to work something out. Maybe it's Pogba in behind on the left, and it's Sancho in behind on the right, and it's Cavani and Ronaldo up front or something with maybe, someone like, I don't know. Bruno's going to have to play. So Bruno plays in the middle. And then if he gets tired, you throw on Van der Beek or swap it over, whatever. Van der Beek got to play, or put Bruno deeper, man, and just play him with the defensive midfield like McTominay or something. I don't know. But we got to do something. It's just hurting. But anyway, that's it. That's us for today. Any final words there, Hakeem? Anything you're thinking?
No, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is that the formation that we played at the end seemed to fit the players. Rashford still had a stinker, but actually,
what was the formation?
I think it almost looked like a 4-4-2, to be honest, because McTominay is almost playing with Bruno, probably slightly advanced. Then you've got Sancho on the right, you've got
Rashford on the left,
Rashford on the left, and you got two up front. And I think that suited the players that we had on the pitch because Bruno can control the play a bit more, can thread a few things in. You've got people flying down the wings. If you get someone who actually knows how to play on the left, I'd actually stick, as he said, either Martial or Mason on the left.
Alanga.
Because you need to take Rashford
Sancho. Just throw Sancho on the left and put Greenwood on the right then, if you're going to do that.
Yeah, Sancho doesn't play. Every time I've seen Sancho on the left, though, he looks shocking. But yeah, I mean, it certainly looked much better when we had Cavani and Ronaldo up top. And actually, you've got to drop Ronaldo sometimes because he didn't have a good game to take him off.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a crazy one there because you know that if you don't play him, he probably would have scored a goal or two goals. So it's a hard one. You can't just not have him in the side when he's that potent of a finisher and the goal scorer. So he's our only guy you can say is a dead cert. If he gets a chance, it's a goal. Him and Cavani, they're both goal merchants. So keep them both in the side as much as possible. And then let's see what we can do from there, to be fair. So what we got here, honestly, what's the obsession with Fred? The manager should stop with this. This duo is awful. The thing is, they play so well certain days. They break up play so well and then play it simple. And then like today, when you don't need the ball to be broken up so much, they just look a mess. Like we need to be people on the ball today. And that's where Rangnick needs to sit and go, we don't need all this defense today. Let's go and get someone in there that can go and move the ball and make things happen. You could have even played that midfield of Van der Beek and Mata today. It would have been better than, them two.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, it's one of them things, man. I just want to see some ball movement. I want him to give the players options and where to move because they're all standing static, mate. They're all standing static and it's just ugly. It's ugly and very disappointing. Please, 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 Rangnick, change something up. But anyway, that's all we got time for today. And I just got to say thank you to everybody who put their comments in. It was great to have your feedback as well. And Hakeem, great to have you on the show once more. It's been very, very good. When is our next game? Who have we got? We have got a game coming up, and it's versus Burnley, isn't it? It's versus Burnley. And that's going to be another tough one. We know what that's going to be. But let's take a quick look on when we're going to be here. I think it is on the next Man United game it's going to be Thursday. Is it Thursday? Thursday versus Burnley. 8:15 kickoff, which means 10:15 review. We will be review probably tomorrow. So have a look out for that. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so then you see it when it comes up. We are going to be giving a preview. We're going to be talking about everything that obviously any news that comes up before that, and obviously we'll be talking chewing the fat at the Burnley after the Burnley game at Old Trafford. Finally, once again, it's nice to see us back on the pitch, but very not nice to see us play that way. It's been disgusting, but hopefully it will improve. Anyway, stay safe and wash your hands, and we'll see you next time. Right. What button is it here now? What's the button now? All right. Bye.